Welcome to the Important Questions Podcast, the only show that answers life's most important fucking questions. My name is Dave, and I am one of the Acolytes of Knowledge. I'm joined by the other three Acolytes of Knowledge. We got Scott.
Hey.
We got Smitty.
What's up?
And we got Rico.
Yo.
We are four of the most brilliant minds on the planet.
Definitely on this podcast.
Four of the most brilliant minds.
We're
on
probably
this
at least
show.
in like the 60th percentile as far as intelligence.
We are four of the minds that have ever existed.
We are very people.
I'm just trying to set the qualifications of who we are and why we're here to answer the important questions in life. And that's the show. Four hosts, four questions. Those are the topics for the afternoon. Thank y'all for joining us here to listen to us banter about whatever the fuck we're about to banter about. Special treat for everyone that hangs around here at the end. Our first ever voicemail from a listener of the show. If you were lucky enough to somehow get into our social media pages before we launched the show by looking up one of the many Instagram hashtags, then you could have also left us a message, but you didn't, and we have one for this episode. With that said, I have a super quick warm-up question for you all. You guys ready for a warm-up?
Let's do it.
Sure.
I'd love one.
All right. This is just a quick spitfire for all of you boys out here. I didn't know what the fuck to make for dinner tonight, and I know that's a problem that I think we've all come across at one point or another. There's no meat thought out. There's no plan. You guys haven't shopped recently. Your cupboards are full of just like canned goods and various bottles of sauce in the fridge at different levels of filled, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what the fuck to make, so I ended up making a sheet pan of frozen chicken nuggets, some instant mashed potatoes, and a can of corn, and made like a knockoff version of a KFC Famous Bowl. So my warm-up question for you boys, you don't know what the fuck you're making for dinner, but you have to make something. What's your go-to?
Well, I was going to say, like, what you made sounds totally fine.
Yeah, and also
that's cool.
Props
But
to you
it was
for
whipped up
actually-
in like 15 minutes.
props to you
which
for
is-
making food instead of just saying "fuck it," I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
is
real.
that your solution, Scott?
Usually, yeah.
Usually,
What do you go
get
for?
it. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
What?
Go for it, Scott. I didn't know there was going to be a follow-up question to the rapid
didn't-
fire
I
question.
didn't hear the follow up question because your gain is up so high. You're literally all
okay.
I hear in my ears whenever somebody else talks.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
My follow-up question, Scott, is you're going out to get food. What are you then getting?
I guess it depends on what's closest because I don't care to be out in the public.
That's
Good
fair.
answer. What about you other boys?
If I'm like really lazy, I will probably just like, I don't know, just grab one thing out of the pantry and just eat it. Like just as a utilitarian, like I need to eat something, so I'll eat this.
So like you open a can of beans and just chow down?
Yeah, because it's
From
like
the can?
yeah, like fucking who cares? You know, like I need food. I'm not gonna really enjoy it that much, but I need some sustenance, so I'm gonna eat something. If I'm like a little bit more motivated but still lazy, probably a sandwich, maybe cereal, scrambled eggs if I want to dirty a pan.
Hey.
That's
I will
pretty much it.
I will say if I do decide to just make something without making like an entire spread, I'll just make a box of mac and cheese.
That too. That's a good one.
Yeah, my two
most
that are like
pastas are
always
pretty
in the
quick, too.
house is either mac and cheese or cereal, like a well-functioning adult. If I have to go somewhere, which is like probably 50-50 shot, it's like Chipotle or Jersey Mike's or some shit. Panda.
Oh yeah, Jersey Mike's rocks.
Ooh,
Fucking love
Panda's a
Jersey
good
Mike's.
change.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks for answering my rapid fire warm-up round. I hope you
What
boys
do you
are
usually do, Dave?
all loose and shit. What do I usually do? There's a Subway in town, and I go to Subway.
Bro, Subway sucks though.
Yeah, well, I live in a small town, and we don't have a whole lot.
You should burn
It's
it down.
Subway or Carl's Jr. or McDonald's.
Carl's Jr. and McDonald's are like infinitely better than Subway. Subway fucking sucks ass.
Yeah,
Totally.
but Subway,
I'm totally with you,
you
Smitty.
could order Subway and argue to yourself that it's better for you than fucking
I'm not
McDonald's.
talking about if it's better for me or worse. I'm just going by taste. Like Subway just
Oh no,
sucks.
And smell.
It smells worse than it tastes. I will
I'll
say that.
advocate for
It does.
Subway because their sandwich, the Boss, is actually pretty fucking decent. And sometimes you crave that instead of like a bunch of fries and shit from Carl's Jr.
It's as
How are
good
we
or
split?
as bad as cold cuts will be. That's it. It's a cold cut sandwich. You have to level your expectations at cold cut sandwich.
I read a story on Twitter about somebody who went to Subway with like a group of friends, and one of their friends completely seriously ordered a sandwich with just mayonnaise on it. And like
With
the
the
person
toasted
telling
syrup?
the story was like waiting behind them, and the girl who was ordering the mayonnaise sandwich was literally like, "No, more mayonnaise, please, more mayonnaise." And like the worker's like, "Are you okay? Are you sure?"
Wait, are we talking
They're like,
bread and mayonnaise? That's it?
Yeah, just
Or,
bread and
like, no
mayonnaise.
meat?
That's all it was.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
My wife. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going.
well, like the end of the story, like the girl who was telling the story, she was sitting with her group of friends, and sure enough, the girl who ordered the mayonnaise sandwich ate the whole fucking mayonnaise sandwich.
Wait, did she do this as a bit or was she like?
No, she did it because people lie on the internet, so this could be a fucking fake story, but I'm gonna believe that it's real. According to the storyteller, the girl who ordered the mayonnaise sandwich did so unironically because she likes mayonnaise.
I mean, I do too, but Jesus Christ.
So
Right, like what the fuck?
what kind of
buy
bread did
mayonnaise
she
and a
get it
spoon.
on? Did she
No,
have-
see, you got to have the carb though. If you just eat it, you can't just eat a condiment by itself.
So you could also have mayonnaise over rice.
That's probably. I think you would get executed in Japan for that.
Can you ask what kind of bread, Scott?
Yeah. Do you think she really put a lot of thought into that when they asked her, or did she's just like, I don't know. I
I'll
don't
have the
fucking
honey
care.
wheat and a pint of mayonnaise, please.
Sorry, sir, or ma'am, we're out of honey wheat. Fuck.
Never
You got-
mind. I'm
gotta-
going somewhere else.
You got Italian urban cheese.
All right, a flatbread wrap with just mayonnaise on it.
The keto friendly flatbread.
Yep. You bite into one end of that, then it just is gonna come all over your paper wrappings.
Yeah, I don't know if that story was true, Smitty, but I will say this one on behalf of my wife who used to work at Subway. She always tells the story of her weirdest order, which was a turkey sandwich, just bread, turkey, not toasted, no cheese, and salt, extra salt. So she just took the salt shaker and shook a salt all over the deli turkey meat.
That
and that was
person
the sandwich.
is definitely an alien, like an extraterrestrial. There's no fucking way.
Yeah. How does human order sandwich?
Why does that sound more fucked up than the mayonnaise sandwich?
I mean, I don't think so. That's still fucked up though. But yeah. Who puts salt on a goddamn sandwich at all?
On a cold cut turkey, any cold cut is by definition salty as shit.
Oh yeah, to preserve it and shit. It's got all those nitrites or whatever.
Yeah,
But like salt? Really?
Yeah.
it's just gonna be. And she
Like,
said
and
extra,
it was like
she said
iodized
extra
salt. It's not like
too.
kosher salt, right? It's just like iodized shit that comes out of the salt
yeah,
shaker,
ta-
right?
ta- Table salt.
That would be so
Ugh,
fucking dry.
salt.
It would just
Why is that worse?
it would just cake to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, there's nothing to lubricate it. It's
Yeah.
salt, turkey, and fucking bread.
Bitch is dehydrated as hell. God damn.
You like why don't you just go to the store and buy a fucking salt lick? It's disgusting.
Because she wants turkey.
Yeah, you want the turkey. So you have to wrap the salt lick in turkey.
Although if there was a market for turkey flavored salt licks, then maybe she wouldn't have been in that day.
Yeah, or just eat straight up like chicken stock, but turkey stock or whatever by the spoonful.
Not enough salt, bro.
No, I guess
Not
not.
enough salt.
More sodium. High. What was the old joke? Going for my high score and blood pressure.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
that's fucking gross.
You boys warmed up.
What? I have a question.
Sure.
Okay.
On this
That's the
kind
point
of
of the show.
subject. When was the last time you guys had a Slim Jim?
Oh God.
Probably like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
I
yep.
yeah. It's been a while. I forget where it like came up. It was on some TV show or something, and it made me nostalgic for one, and I really want one now.
I remember.
Are they technically considered meat, or is it like a meat
Probably not.
product? Like cheese,
probably
like
product,
American
yeah.
cheese is not cheese; it's a cheese product.
Mm-hmm.
I remember having a Slim Jim, and there was like a section of like fat or something in there, and I remember chewing on it for like an hour and a half, like a cow with cud. Yeah. So I haven't had a Slim Jim.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Spit it
remember,
out, dude.
Do you remember?
I didn't want to waste food. I also wanted to see how fucking long I could keep chewing on it before it finally broke down.
Maybe
Oh,
you
so
broke
it was like a
record.
challenge for you at that point.
It was. I was like, I'm not going to let this thing win. If I
Yeah.
spit it out, this thing wins.
Do you guys
Scott
ever watch
versus a Slim
ordinary
Jim.
I'm gonna
sausage
turn into
on
poop.
regular sausage, ordinary sausage?
Ordinary
Who's that guy?
sausage. That dude
Yeah, the
is fucking
YouTuber.
awesome.
He made a fucking Slim Jim sausage, and I remember it very distinctly because the pan was like floating with oil that came off of that Slim Jim.
It sucks because he puts oil in there beforehand.
Not a
Just-
lot, just a
yeah,
little bit.
but then it
But
kept
I remember him.
weeping.
He also ate it, and he said it was dry as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the fat would just oil or ooze out. So
Yeah.
kind of to that point, Rico, I haven't had a Slim Jim in so long, but I can vividly remember as a kid biting into one and hating how the roof of my mouth felt after because it was just coated in oil.
Hell yeah, man! This conversation just makes me want a Slim Jim even more.
Bro, what the fuck? You got a problem.
I like Slim Jims. I mean, I used to. I don't know if I do anymore. Maybe my palate's changed.
I like Slim
Matured.
Jims. I used to, but I still do too.
You're gonna think of nothing but what Dave just said. Like you're gonna go buy one and be like, my mouth.
Oh, I
tastes
know what
like
he's talking about.
oil. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, probably.
There's like two kind of textures that bother the shit out of me. One of them is the oily texture that I always got from Slim Jims, and the other one is the powdery texture. I would always struggle with like powdered donuts because when that shit sticks to the roof of your mouth too, it feels like crap.
I fucking love powdered
That's weird.
donuts.
interesting.
I mean, they taste good, but again, it's the mouth feel.
Mm.
You boys warmed up?
Hell yeah.
I feel very warmed up.
Fuck
yeah, I'm hot.
yes. Who's got a good ass question? Scott,
I'll go first. I was actually
you got a
gonna
good ass
volunteer.
question.
Yeah. Have you boys been to Boulder, Colorado?
Yes.
No, I don't leave my house.
Okay. I don't blame you.
No, I don't think so.
Alrighty. Well, Boulder is it's an interesting place. It's like half the people act like their shit don't stink,
Oh,
and the other half are homeless. And I know it's not anything to laugh at, but I was driving past
Homeless people.
driving
Impoverished
past
people.
this park,
It's
and it
actually really
had
sad.
had like the big cover, like the big shell on the back of the stage. So they put on like small plays and bands play there and everything during festivals. But when I drove past there was like at least a dozen or so people camping out there and a lot of stuff on the lawn in front of it. So my important question is, what kind of band do you think they have, or what kind of plays do those people put on?
So they were living on the stage?
Yeah.
They had a camp out on the stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably it was probably protected from the elements a little bit, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that stage
Yeah,
was
so
totally
that's
dry.
pretty smart.
Keep 'em off the
Yeah,
ground.
that's the smart reason for it, but
Yeah.
what's the funny reason for it?
I just want to know what kind of plays they would put on. I mean, if they're sitting there, a lot of them are like trying to do stuff for money, rather than just like holding up signs. Some of them are like offering to wipe, your windshield off or something. Some people sing, some people play drums or guitar or whatever. So I just
Shakespeare,
wanna know-
probably.
Yeah, you think they all band together? You know how cool that would be, Shakespeare in the park? I'd
Mhm.
honestly think that would be like, to a very niche group of people, that would honestly be fucking awesome to see.
I mean, if they had the lines in front of them and they were actually putting it on,
Yeah.
I would pay fucking money to see that.
No, like if they all honest to God, if they all banded together and was like, let's just fucking go for it. Didn't
So
even have
what
to.
it's like they're putting together a play. It's like, well, this is It's we're the hobo troupe. It's me, stank ass Joe, with smelly Earl, and we're gonna do a streetcar named Desire.
You're gonna be like, there's gonna be 3 of them. They're like, we're just gonna reenact some clips of Three Stooges. I don't know.
I think a band would be pretty intense though too. If they had anything like going on up there, they'd be.
Dude, hobo punk would rule.
Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah.
do you know how much anger those dudes probably have?
What kind of
A
instruments besides like garbage can drums do you think they could, like, you would see out there?
I don't know, just whatever they could find. They just make shit out of garbage. It'd be like proto punk.
It'd be a box with a couple rubber bands over it,
Yeah,
and that's their guitar.
yeah. Because not only would they be like screaming about the economy and the government, you'd also get the schizophrenic guy screaming about stuff he sees. So, which
Oh my
I
God,
mean,
that'd be
mental
fucking-
illness amongst the homeless population is not really a joke.
So
Right.
I mean, is
Let's-
hobo punk
Yeah.
just fucking Gigi Allen then?
Nah, Gigi Allen like did not deserve dignity. Homeless people do.
Shit.
I mean,
punk.
you could argue Gigi Allen was probably a little bit mentally ill, at least.
A little bit.
I wonder. I don't know. Do mentally healthy people pay strange women to shit directly into their faces?
They might. Some might.
Okay.
If that's a Gigi Allen reference, that's one of the tamer things I've heard him do.
Yeah, that is. I saw a documentary on YouTube where he had that done. And what else? Like, he smashed like glass bottles into his face during
fuck?
shows.
He would just take his microphone and just bash it into his forehead
Yeah.
until he would start bleeding.
Well, he'd
And
also
he would
like he'd
piss
throw
and
glass
shit
on the
at
floor
the
and he'd roll
audience.
around in it, and then he'd
Yeah.
shit all over the place, and then rub the shit all over his body
Oh,
while he's
Christ.
bleeding.
Yeah, and
Like-
he would throw it in the crowd. Like, people would be covered in his shit and piss at his shows.
Yeah, like I mean, punk is an aesthetic, but also that dude. Come on, man. It's a little try hard, isn't it?
That's fucking weird, man.
It is a little fucking weird.
He wishes he was fucking punk. That's not real
I
punk.
mean, punk's been dead for a long time. Who gives a shit? But that fucking guy and his brother. I saw his brother was being interviewed and shit. His brother's fucking weird too.
What do you
Not
know he
to
had a
the
brother?
same degree, but like they were both from the same family tree.
They're both Allens.
They're both Allens.
Scott, I think to your point, I would much rather see a hell of a show put on by these homeless people rather than Three Stooges. I mean, Three Stooges is funny and all, but like if they're up
Yeah.
there trying their hearts out to put on some sort of like tragedy play, like a Shakespeare,
Yeah.
I would respect that so fucking hard.
Oh, for
I'd
sure.
love to see like Death of a Salesman performed by unhoused people.
12 Angry Men.
12 Angry Men, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I honestly think some of the music that you could get, with the right, I don't know, there's a lot of different things that they could use, like especially percussion wise, and there's always like one that has some sort of musical instrument. I think it'd be just fucking awesome. Like Smitty said, the rage that you would feel and the emotion that you could put into songs, especially original ones, it honestly be pretty cool to hear.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Because like they had that there was a homeless guy, God, this is probably like 10 years ago at this point, who like held up a sign and he'd say like, ask me to say anything in a radio voice for $1, and then he got hired to like commentate like for the Lakers or something, didn't he, on the radio?
It was that or like Kraft macaroni and cheese too.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was super cool. Imagine what you could do with a troupe of like really talented people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's possible that their whole performance would be ruined by like the one homeless person whose like heart isn't in it.
Yeah.
It's very hard to perform Shakespeare. I actually took an acting class in college, and I don't want to toot my own asshole here, but
I will.
I was pretty good at delivering some of those lines. A lot of people, like, they go up there. These lines are very intense in Shakespeare plays. And if you deliver it monotone, it ruins the vibe for the whole fucking scene.
Yeah.
Any chance you could recreate it, or
No.
Something that would probably also ruin like homeless people performing Shakespeare or any sort of plays is probably cops trying to bulldoze their encampment.
But it's
So there's that too.
The cruel reality. They're trying to put on a show.
And then the
Yeah.
cops
Fucking
come in
cops
with
show up
riot
with
guns
tear
and
gas.
shit.
Well,
Oh
that's-
god.
I mean,
Fucking pigs.
So depressing.
that's definitely sad to think of, but like the entire time that, I mean, when I drove past there, I kind of was wondering, like, why the fuck haven't they been cleared out yet? You know, and there's a lot of like big camps in Denver that are actually set up like that, where they're not cleared out; they just kind of can all huddle together.
Yeah, leave them alone.
Yeah.
They got it bad enough. Whatever.
Right.
That's
So,
my thing. Like, if I see like tents out in the middle of nowhere because like a homeless person is camping there, I leave that shit alone. This is none of my business.
Exactly.
Well, of course you do. What are you gonna do? Kick it down?
No, fuck no. Those people have
You're
dignity.
not
Get
allowed
outta here.
here,
Respect those people
sir.
more than cops.
This is private property.
Kick it down. Kick down the tent city with one kick.
I don't want to see you. You make me feel bad about the things that I have.
Like
Bro, if I had,
pulling
like,
the
a
bottom
big
brick
enough-
out of the Jenga tower, the whole thing just collapses.
Literally, if I had like acreage, I would allow so many people to just camp there.
Hell
I
yeah!
don't
I'd go
even
to
give
this
a
mini
shit, dude.
commune.
No, man. Like, they got it bad enough. Like, what am I gonna do with acreage? I'm not gonna farm that shit.
Should
If I
do
had
it.
lazy
acreage,
and
I'd
poor
do
for
the
that.
same thing, but I would open it up as an Airbnb and make money off of it and profits.
Now you're
I will
talking.
execute you in the
Yeah.
street, Dave. I will
Glamping
go
sites
Chairman
available.
Mao on your ass.
God. We're gonna construct a chalet so we can get people here in Verbo.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That fucking pissed me off. I saw that commercial. I'm like, what the hell's a chalet? We have to keep.
I don't know.
we have to
I don't
keep
know what Verbo
inventing
is either.
Fancier
Chalet.
fucking words for house.
Mhm.
Isn't it like a Swiss thing?
I have no fucking
Swiss
clue.
chalets.
I remember looking it up,
know.
and it honestly registered no level of importance in my life. So
I keep thinking of when
I
you
looked
say
it up
chalet,
myself as well.
I keep thinking of like chateau, which is a French word.
Don't they both
But-
mean the same fucking thing?
I don't know. I'm a dumb fucking American. I only know one language.
I
There you go.
Swiss
honestly,
chalet is apparently a casual dining restaurant chain in Canada. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Isn't
Nice,
that the same
Rico.
as the chateau?
I guess
Oh,
chateau is
maybe
like
that's
a
what I'm thinking
fancy, like fancy residence.
Yeah, chateau's like just a big ass house,
Yeah.
ain't it?
yeah, so
it's
it's
a
a chalet.
large French country house or castle. Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Even more
chateau.
confusing, the word chapeau, which is a type of hat.
You just made that up. Fuck you.
Google that shit, motherfucker.
No.
All right, fine.
Rico,
I'm
pull
right
that shit up.
regardless.
Hell yeah!
Are you
I
Googling
think they
it,
were
Rico?
put on very inspiring place and music performances.
Honest to God, if they, like I said, if they had the lines, I'd see it. That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Hell yeah. Same.
If they set their mind to it, that would be. I mean, that would probably be on a lot of like local news.
Ooh,
They'd be-
can you
they'd
imagine
be
if they did improv and they were just like shouting out to anyone that was out in the crowd, just like, give me a location.
San Francisco.
All right, now I need a profession.
Boxer.
I heard fucking car salesman.
Did somebody say astronomer?
You satisfied, Scott?
I'm very satisfied. Thank you, boys.
Hell fucking yes. Rico,
What
you got,
popped
bud?
up in the Discord? Oh, cool.
Oh.
There's nice little artifacting on Scott's screen there.
Yep.
Thanks
that's
for
nice.
alerting us, Rico. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So as we know, Jesus, right? Jesus Christ. The main
Oh,
familiar
thanks
with
for
him.
specifying.
He. What's up?
Thanks for specifying. I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if you meant Christ or
Right.
or Jones.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah. So
Christ?
yeah.
Never heard of
No,
him.
he meant Jesus Jones, the artist that performed "Right Here, Right Now," the hit song of 1989 pop.
Yes. No, the other one. Guy
Christ
that turned water into wine.
Jones.
Oh,
Yeah.
that Jesus.
That Jesus. All right. So keeping that in mind, do you think Jesus fucked? And if so, What were some of his sexual exploits?
I think Jesus knew what
A
sex
la water
was,
to wine.
but did not fuck. You guys ever seen those little diagrams where it's like 4 squares and it'll have like 4 different like fictional characters, and there's 4 categories, like knows what sex is and fucks, knows what sex is, does not fuck, does not know what sex is, fucks, does not know what sex is, does not fuck.
Who falls
Jesus
into
is
the,
very, very squarely in the knows what sex is but does not fuck.
I
does
want
he
to know
want to
who,
fuck?
who doesn't know what
doesn't
sex
know?
is but fucks.
That's a good question. Me, probably.
Maybe I should change my question.
Wait. So, do you think Jesus? So Jesus didn't fuck, but did Jesus want to fuck?
want
Jesus-
And if so, what would his exploits have been?
I
would
think
he
he
have
wanted to
tried?
fuck, but he just was not cool enough to get pussy. Or maybe too schizophrenic to
tracks.
get pussy.
Yeah.
Also, if your father was watching you and part of you, that would be like the weirdest thing ever.
Well, he didn't marry either, so like
He's a
he
player.
couldn't technically fuck, or else he'd be a hypocrite.
Mm.
So there you go.
Damn, Jesus, that sucks.
Yeah, right.
Rip.
Sucks for you, Jesus.
I got.
And I
fucked
picture
more
him
than
as
Jesus, dude.
Fucking
I
loser.
picture him that he like doesn't fuck, but if he wants to fuck, that makes him like one of those fucking neckbeard dudes, right? He's a
Like
what's
a white
incel?
knight.
An
Incel,
incel.
white knight.
A white
Yeah,
knight?
he's a white knight.
Was he
Well, I mean,
white though?
he was like voluntarily celibate though, so he'd be a volcel.
No, he's an incel. He wanted to fuck.
Nerd.
He didn't.
I don't
fuck.
think he wanted to fuck.
He wanted to fuck so bad.
Jesus wants to fuck.
I mean,
bumper sticker.
are you sure that he didn't want to? I was like actually, like
I've
biblically,
never met the
religiously
fucking
speaking.
guy. I don't know.
I'm sure Jesus had needs.
I mean,
Right,
he's
like
human, so
he knew he
probably
couldn't
did.
fuck. He knew he couldn't fuck, right? Because he's
Yeah.
Messiah.
And he
But
can't jerk off because that's
whatever.
sinful too. So
but right, but
I was
like
just
he
gonna ask
probably
you
still
about
had
that.
the thoughts like, God damn, I want to fuck.
I don't know
I
if
ain't
he
gonna
said that
do it,
first
but
part,
I
but yeah.
wanna fuck.
I don't know. He spent like 40 days out in the desert, and Satan's just fucking with him. Like Satan's probably just saying like big boobs, big asses, girl titties, and
Satan's
Jesus is
probably
like, I can't do anything about this. I gotta pray.
Satan's probably like popping up in a mirage in front of Jesus, like banging some hot chick. He'd be like, "Yeah, you want this, Jesus?"
Jesus is like, no, not even looking.
Peeking through the crack in his fingers on his hand.
Peeking through his stigmata.
No, that was before. That was before, dude.
His
Sorry,
feet
my
ones, though.
Jesus timeline ain't so hot right now.
Come on, get your events in order, dude.
That's not canon, Dave.
Sorry.
I don't think Satan turning into
Wrong-
a big
wrong
titty
Jesus
MILF is canon either, but
I totally missed the best thing
Hey,
ever. I think.
Do you remember when Jesus rode into town on an ass? So he fucked.
Just read that passage wrong. Jesus Christ, man.
What would your like if you
Exactly.
went to like your local church
Yeah.
and just said, "Father, did Jesus fuck?" Or
I think the priest would be like, is legally, as in like God has made it legal that the priest has to say no. Jesus
Right.
did not fuck. Jesus might have soaked, but he didn't fuck.
might have what?
Soaked?
What's that?
Are you
Oh my
mispronouncing
God,
sucked?
I'm way too fucking online, aren't I? Jesus
You might
Christ.
be, I think.
No,
He sucked,
soaking,
but he didn't fuck.
soaking is this thing that Mormons do because they're not supposed to have sex
Oh.
because they're freak weirdos.
Right.
Soaking is when you take your erect cock and put it inside your partner, a woman in this case, because they're Christian and anything otherwise would be sinful and you go to hell forever.
Right.
You put it in a woman's hole and you just leave it there. You soak it inside the woman.
Like overnight.
I mean,
Let that
just
shit
however
marinate.
long, whatever. But also, sometimes this couple that is soaking will have somebody jump on the bed. So they're not fucking; they're just
God's
being
loophole.
vibrated together. Yeah.
God, that would suck being that third
Like,
wheel. Like,
what? Why do you
I
have to come
fucking
up with so
love
much
it,
fucking ridiculous logistics?
that's-
Why don't you just fuck, dude? Come on.
That's resourcefulness, my friend.
yeah, God
Like
never
the straight
blessed-
line between like not fucking and fucking. Here's that straight line. The line between not fucking to ooh, oh, we're not fucking. Here's all these 15 other steps we got to take so it's still cool with God.
But isn't
And
just
God's
like
up there
fucking
just
Grow
like,
up,
shit.
dude. God
I'm
damn.
here for it. I love
like,
it.
but when you put it in,
It's fucking stupid.
is penetration not like the first part of the fuck? Like, doesn't that start everything off?
You put it in,
It's not a whole
but
fuck.
you're not thrusting. That's the
Yeah.
thrusting is sinful. Insertion is not.
Is that in the Bible?
I don't know,
Yes.
dude. I haven't read that shit.
That's because
Thou
it
somewhere in the
may
middle.
insert,
That
but
seems
not
like
thrust.
that
Right.
seems like the
For he
dumbest.
shall be smitten.
Yeah, but thou can have your friend jump on the fucking bed for you for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
1 finger's cool. 2 is okay as well. 3 is too much.
Right.
Don't
And
pull out
3
too
looks like a
fast
pitchfork.
either.
No butt stuff.
Yeah, no, I gotta soak those two.
No,
come
butt
out
stuff
with
is cool.
prune
Butt stuff is
fingers?
fine because it doesn't lead to procreation.
No, but that's sodomy, and sodomy's wrong.
Only if you're gay.
How would you get
Hell
around
yeah.
getting
Okay,
a
so
blowjob?
okay, so
Huh?
we're good.
How would you get around getting a blowjob?
Blowjob's not penetrative sex, so it's cool.
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean, can't you
Well,
penetrate
she's doing
a
the
mouth, though?
thrusting. It's like opposite thrusting.
Maybe if they're just licking it, it's probably fine.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Here for that.
If you're
too.
licking a
it's a good-
cock, that's not really a blowjob, though, is it?
no,
Is a blowjob just like fully encompassing your mouth around a cock?
is yeah.
I don't want to
mean, is-
dissect
that's
this
a real
anymore.
important
Fuck
question.
this.
Is there a name for anything else though? It's like if you're
There needs
just
to
like
be some nuance here.
if you're just solely
Mhm.
getting licked, you wouldn't not say you got a blowjob.
Do you think Monica Lewinsky just licked Bill Clinton's dick? Or was it like
I think
a
she
whole
got raped.
thing?
That's what happened.
Did she really?
Probably. I mean, consider the power dynamic, man.
Power dynamics, yeah.
Yeah. Also,
No,
that
I-
dude is
I'm-
skeevy and greasy as fuck.
I'm a little out of date with my Bill Clinton lore here, but like is it just rumored or is this just like an SNL bit that he like stuck a cigar up her pussy?
I don't even know.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I
That
remember
might have
he,
been Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll fucking believe anything by Bill Clinton. That
Think I
dude
saw
is
that
greasy
picture.
as fuck.
Yeah, I bet Jesus fucked.
What
Yeah,
were some of
maybe
his
whatever.
sexual exploits, Dave?
What were some of his sexual exploits?
Yeah,
I mean, think about it. You could make miracles happen, right?
right, exactly.
Right? You just make wine, make bread, take a fish,
Right.
turn it into more fish. You tell me you can't just
Take
like
a fish,
miraculously
turn
make some
it
like
into more
invisible
fish.
pussy appear. It's like, oh,
Just
I'm
like
not
a-
actually
like
fucking.
a
Look at
fleshlight,
me,
like
I'm
a
so
floating
pure.
fleshlight.
But it's invisible to everyone except for him.
I suppose if it wasn't a person, that'd be okay, right?
why didn't he just jerk
Yeah.
off then?
Well, that's sinful.
Well, so
But a
is
pocket
using a
pussy
fleshlight.
I mean, I guess feasibly, like God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit are all the same entity. So, like, which is confusing as fuck. So, like, if Jesus sins, which he can't sin technically, God would get mad. So, God would get mad at like an extension of himself.
Yeah,
That's fucking stupid and
Well,
complicated.
first,
Shut up.
Hold on. if being gay is a sin, but God is 3 men in one.
No, he's like two men in a
Is
cloud.
the spirit a man? Yeah, yeah.
man in a cloud.
Water vapor.
Yeah, he's an old man, a 30-year-old man, and like a vape
Precipitation.
cloud
Yeah.
that has like magic powers. Is this veering too
Right.
far
So with
into
all that
our
in mind-
atheism territory?
Yeah.
Maybe a little
Yeah,
bit.
maybe.
This is getting a little too fedora.
You think-
I don't like this?
I think maybe he could get around it if he's just like, no, I was just washing it for a while. It's just really dirty.
Like literally, Jesus could do
Maybe.
whatever the fuck he wanted because it was already established he can't sin. So like anything he does is not sinful.
Why
So,
didn't he
like-
do cooler shit then?
Yeah, you could have just made it to where it's just like, hey, in my book, this isn't a sin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude wasn't very
Asshole.
creative.
Jesus was a fucking asshole.
What a nerd.
But he wasn't fucking assholes, that's for sure.
I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck yeah.
Gotta end it there.
Smitty, you want to go last or do you want me to go last?
Let me check my questions 'cause I don't even know what I'm fucking.
All right, I got my question.
Yeah, go for it. Fucking go for it.
All right, boys.
I got a joke question. Fuck this.
You guys are out at a fancy restaurant, a nice restaurant. Italian, French, American steakhouse, bistro.
Olive
Doesn't
Garden.
matter. You're at a fancy restaurant.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Culver's.
You're at you're out at Applebee's. They got $1 mudslides. Okay, boys. Put
Oh
yourself
shit.
Got it.
put yourself at Applebee's.
Paying attention now.
Applebee's is my safe place right now.
No, you're at a
Place.
fancy restaurant. You're craving a glass of milk or chocolate milk. Do you feel ashamed to order milk at a restaurant? That's my question.
Is it breakfast?
No, you're getting dinner. You want a bowl of pasta and you want chocolate milk. You're out with
You're so happy right now.
I'll have the risotto and a glass of chalky milk, please.
yeah. Would you do it?
Fuck no, dude. That's
I would not do it. And I
you do it?
drink a lot of milk.
there's
I
a
would not
justified
do it.
stigma for that.
Yep.
Why?
Because it's fucking stupid, dude. What does milk pair with? Yeah, I'm gonna pair my fucking chocolate milk with the salmon.
Fucking filet
Fucking
mignon.
idiot. Yeah. Yeah. My lemon
Have
pepper
some milk
bass.
steaks.
You even think they'd let you? Like, if you asked them, like, "Oh, can I just get some chocolate milk?" You think the waiter would be like, "What the fuck?"
No.
The waiter would be like,
Sure, that's on
okay.
this. We don't have a
Do
kids
it.
menu here.
If they had it, they would do it.
They would, yeah.
Go to you go to like a really nice steakhouse. My dad goes to like there's a steakhouse up in Chicago called Gibson's, and it is like expensive as fuck. My dad goes only when like his company is paying for the meals, and even then he doesn't like splurge. But I looked at the menu, and there are literally steaks on that menu for like $145. First off, there is no steak that is so good that is worth $145. Go fuck yourself. And
I mean,
secondly,
generally, I would agree with you, Smitty. What if it was just a really big steak? What if it's like a
Well, the thing is,
porterhouse?
it is
like
a big
30-ounce
steak.
steak or something like that.
I think it was like a 30-something ounce steak.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be an
still,
expensive steak.
$145. Like, no.
Yeah, just so what? You could package up the rest for leftovers and then fucking heat it up in the microwave or something.
Well, you get your
Accidentally cook it to well done.
$144 steak, $145 steak, and you also get a glass of
Yoo-hoo.
2% milk. But then that 2% milk is probably like $70.
That just sounds so fucking filling and disgusting.
I kind of want to do it now.
So what if it's a light dinner? Okay, you're out at a fancy dinner. You order a salad.
Okay. So a Caesar salad and a skim
Salad
milk,
and
please.
milk is even
Yeah, a
fucking
Caesar
weirder,
salad
dude.
and a chocolate milk. Would you do that? Would you
No,
make the
skim
order?
milk, dude.
I would
fuck
order
skim
a
milk.
chocolate milk before a regular milk for sure.
Unless you're ordering breakfast, like if you're going to like Cracker Barrel or something. I
True.
think, but
Even
that's
that,
not
though,
fancy.
Scott.
Huh?
I mean, like, I feel like there's this stigma about ordering milk at a restaurant when I think we all agree chocolate milk fucking kicks ass.
I do.
Okay.
I
All right.
have a way to bridge this gap here. Hold on.
Oh,
Have you ever ordered
I'm scared.
a chocolate milkshake with a meal?
Yes, but it's usually like burger fries kind of stuff.
Right, yes, like a burger fries. But would you order like milk or chocolate milk with a burger?
No, I would order milk with ice cream in it.
Right, yeah. Like there's a bridge there. We can kind of like I can kind of see where that's going. But also I'm also thinking back to a previous episode where somebody talked about ordering milk with ice cubes in it.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
was
that's
my boss.
making me upset all over again.
Yeah. I never
How the fuck would you
understood
do that?
how
God damn
people
it.
could like go to a place like Steak and Shake and get a burger and fries and have a milkshake. They're like, oh yeah, well when I get thirsty, I drink this milkshake. Like, that
Yeah,
doesn't
it's not very
sound-
like thirst quenching, right?
Yeah, no, not at all. Like, let me wash this fucking burger down with a milkshake. It just sounds
Yeah.
awful. I'll get one afterwards, but I don't know.
Man, I'm
I
so
could do 'em
parched.
side
I'm
by
gonna drink a
side.
milkshake.
Right?
I could do them side by side, but you definitely have to you have to order a milkshake and a glass of water.
Yeah, that's true. But
Right.
I've seen plenty of people not order that glass of water, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's gonna be sitting real heavy in the old stomach once you leave.
Yeah, not to mention trying to like get it all down your damn throat. It's so thick.
So we've all established chocolate milk kicks ass, and I wanna push us here to another area of culinary fusion. You guys mentioned that you would get milk for breakfast, but would you, like, if you're out at a breakfast place, would you order chocolate milk, or is there still too much stigma as an adult
swear to
order
God,
chocolate
I
milk?
don't ever order milk in a restaurant because I've gotten milk in a restaurant before, like when I was younger, and it was bad. It was off a little bit, and so like that's put me off for the rest of my life ordering milk somewhere.
See,
Like if I can't see the Best By date on the jug of milk that I'm gonna drink from, I'm not gonna fucking order it.
That's
the
fair.
reason why I don't order it is because there's like you're not gonna get a free refill on milk, and it's gonna be like
Bottomless
$6.
milk, please.
Yeah, it's gonna be like $6.
Bring me the finest gallon you have, please.
Leave the gallon.
Pint of leave the gallon.
They present it so you can see the
Depending
date
on where
it.
you go, leave the
Spit
bag.
test. Yeah.
Swash it around in your mouth a little bit and spit it in the back in the pan.
Yeah.
You do that thing that wine people do where they like take
yeah.
a little drink and then they like aerate it by going like
I hate when
milk.
they do that.
It's got nice legs. It's a fine skim.
You do that with like 6 of them, they're like, nah. They're
This
all
milk's
shit.
not for me.
2 weeks
You
ago,
spit
was
it
a
into
good
a bucket.
year. Great
Bottle of-
vintage.
Have a bottle of Yoo-Hoo in your purse. Even though that's not milk, but
That's
not.
the chocolate
There is-
favorite
There is no
beverage.
milk in Yoo-Hoo.
what's that, Dave?
I said there's no milk in Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not milk, but
It's a water-based chocolate beverage.
I totally would. I just usually get coffee instead. It's my
With a
go-to,
little bit of
but
milk?
I totally would.
Rico?
I use creamer. Does that count?
That's
No, it does not count.
milk adjacent.
Milk product.
Yeah. You boys keep milk in the fridge at home? What are you guys drinking milk with?
No, I leave it on the counter. It goes
Protein
bad real
shake.
quick.
So you're making cheese. I get you.
Fucking idiot.
I drink
else
so
am I
much
gonna
milk
put
it
it?
would make you upset.
Really?
How much milk do you drink?
Yeah.
We just got like 2 gallons today.
Jesus Christ. Like full gallons?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you drink so much milk, Rico?
what are we
Bro,
talking whole? We
come
talking
on.
2%?
Yeah, that's a good question, Scott.
What the fuck?
What kind
That's a
of,
lot. That's a lot of
what
fucking
kind of milk,
milk,
Rico?
dude.
I'm not gonna drink it all at once.
Well, I fucking know that.
But still,
like,
2
come
gallons
on,
in the
man.
time between you buying it and it going bad. That's a lot of milk.
It is quite a bit.
It only saves
I
for
mean-
like 2 weeks at most.
To be fair, I would burn through a gallon in like a couple days, depending on when I was like working out and making protein shakes and stuff.
So yeah,
Like-
you do that, yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay,
definitely.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Still a hell of a lot of milk. Goddamn.
I drink it with spicy food,
that
Oh,
makes
that's
sense.
that's
That's
smart.
smart. That's actually really
and
smart.
I drink a lot of, or I eat a lot of spicy food. So Yeah.
Okay, I've come around on it. I'm not judging you so harshly anymore.
hell
Pairs
yeah.
well with your bag of Takis.
It does. I haven't had Takis in a while, but it does.
Is it skim 1%, 2% whole?
Oh, it's whole.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Whole milk is the fucking best.
It's the only milk.
I like
fucking
two
agree.
2%. I think is a pretty fair spot.
After I switched to whole milk and then I tried skim, it's like night and day quality.
Oh, dude, my
Skim milk
100%.
sucks fucking ass.
when I
dude.
was young, my mom, we used to be like big milk drinkers when we were younger. And one day she just started buying skim milk, and we're like, what the fuck is this? Because then we'd go over to our grandparents' house and they always had 2%. I'm like, why is their milk so much better? It's just fucking water.
Right, exactly. It's like the essence. It's like milk LaCroix.
Yeah, it was made next to milk.
Yes, it's made next to milk. A cow was milked near here.
What do you think sparkling milk would taste like? If you like canned out
Bad.
milk?
Putting carbon dioxide through milk.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think that would probably curdle it.
Especially if it was whole milk, it'd be so thick and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Well,
thinking
Whole
skim
milk's
since
not
you guys.
that thick, but like,
Since you guys
Yeah.
said like skim is LaCroix milk, I'm thinking like entirely you're just putting a keg on draft of skim, carbonated
there-
skim.
there
It
are
fucking exists.
carbonated milk beverages in other countries, but I don't know how they do that shit.
Rico, did you just say it exists?
Yeah.
What'd you just pull up?
Well, the Wikipedia article just says carbonated milk is milk that has been carbonated. So,
Dude, what? No way.
but apparently
I'll
the
be damned.
Coca-Cola company has a brand, Vio,
Vio carbonated milk?
or I guess maybe that's just the drink name, not the brand.
There's an Asian beverage called Calpis, Calpis. I wonder if that's what I'm thinking of.
Interesting name.
Yeah.
Drinking some cow piss.
Fucking CEO at Coke's like, you know what we need? Fucking carbonated milk.
Holy shit.
People are
Rico,
gonna buy
did you
it by
pull up the
masses.
Wikipedia article about Vio?
I did.
They
I
fucking
closed
flavor
out a bit
it.
quickly.
The Coca-Cola Company's carbonated milk product. Their flavors are
Oh, yeah.
citrus burst, peach mango, very berry, and tropical colada.
I would not think citrus would go well with milk.
No,
Never
the
in a
exact
million. Well, I mean,
opposite.
like creamsicles are good, but come on, man.
True. Yeah.
Call bullshit
The,
on that.
the next sentence is the drink was tested on the American market in 2009, but failed to find broad appeal.
Like, really? I wonder why.
I guess
Still
carbonated
produced
milk
in
didn't
limited
hit here.
quantities.
I'd probably judge somebody more for getting a carbonated milk at a restaurant rather than like just a glass of regular milk.
I'll have the sparkling milk,
Time.
and then he'll have the still milk, please.
I'll have the Pellegrino milk.
Time magazine included Vio in its 50 worst inventions list published in 2010 and in its top 10 bad beverage ideas list.
Yeah, I'm going to be real with you. This question started out kind of as a joke, but I'll be damned, man. I'm really interested in fucking
wanna try
Vio.
I am kind of interested.
Should we all buy a bottle
should
and
bring it
review
back.
it?
I
we can
if, there,
find it.
if there's a decent overseas source that won't charge an arm and a leg to ship it, I think I would try to find a bottle or a can, whatever it's sold in.
I did look up the Calpis thing from Japan, and apparently it's not like milk, but it's got milk in it. There's like some other stuff in it. It's like vanilla flavored, but it's an uncarbonated soft drink. So it's not actually carbonated, but it is like milk looking, and it's got milk flavoring.
Gotcha.
It's still kind of weird.
That kind of interests me a little bit.
You
Japanese
boys,
guy going
you
on.
boys craving some milk now?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
I'm still like,
Though I
what-
did just
I'm trying to like genuinely think of like any dinner entrees that would pair well with milk.
Fucking A, man.
Like there's
Mac and cheese with some hot sauce on top.
like some
Hell
like dairy,
yeah.
like you order like some like I don't know Alfredo that might pair well with milk because it's Alfredo's milk adjacent too.
I feel like
What
it'd be too
about-
much.
What about like a soup?
It'd be really rich though, yeah.
What about a
Maybe a
soup
soup.
that you would add cream to, but you like withhold cream to it? So,
Like
you
you
can
can
make
about
like-
like a squash soup or something.
Yeah, like something like that, where you could like technically pour cream into it and it would still be a good soup.
Maybe I don't know
jambalaya.
Oh,
because it's spicy.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
what about
That'd
a
be more
porterhouse steak and
utilitarian
cheese?
than anything else, not for pairing though. Like the flavor of the milk does not enhance the jambalaya.
I
Enjoy
I
it.
don't have as much of a sweet tooth anymore, but I always did crack open a glass of milk whenever you had like snack cakes or cookies or cupcakes or whatever. Like
Oh yeah,
milk
point,
and
good point.
like yeah, that shit's awesome. I've heard of people that like would get like a slice of birthday cake and put it in a bowl and pour milk over top of it.
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
I mean that's essentially just like tres leche cake.
Pretty much.
Mm.
Oh yeah, basically.
You're opening new doors for me, Scott.
Well, I do what I can.
There was
Boys-
a guy I went to college with who he swore by this. He would take a glass of milk in the dorm, and he would they had the pint glasses that you would take up to the fountain machine. He took a pint glass and he would fill it 3/4 of the way with milk, 2% milk, and then he would fill the rest of it with apple juice.
Ew.
And he claimed it was great because the apple juice coagulated a little bit.
Ugh.
And he loved it. That was his thing. That dude
that
was
makes sense.
fucking weird, but
Yeah,
was
because
like-
milk
Man's
will
tapioca pudding.
curdle with any sort of acid in it.
I just cracked open a Pepsi a little bit ago. Did you guys see all the Pepsi commercials around Christmas with Lindsay Lohan? She was making Pilk. They were leaving Pilk and cookies out for Santa. It was a legit Pepsi commercial.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she's
No
pouring
way.
it into a glass of milk. I swear there was ice in the glass as well. And it was just leave this out for Santa. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
I could maybe kind of sort of get on board if it was root beer, because it's
Oh yeah.
a root beer float
Yeah, but
adjacent.
a draft
Pepsi,
the
fucking get the fuck out of here.
the
You need to be
Nitro
in prison.
Pepsi was really good. It was kind of creamy.
Smitty,
What's
how
Nitro
about
Pepsi?
It's draft Pepsi. It's not carbonated. It's more
I meant-
foamy.
imagine a Guinness. You know how Guinness is nitro carbonated, not carbon dioxide
Yeah, it's got the
carbonated?
really velvety bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
that.
thing.
Huh, interesting.
It's just weird because you expect the carbonation to be there and there's just not as much.
Smitty, I feel like the
Never heard
root
of
beer
it.
thing is actually a really good idea, especially if you were to use instead of just doing milk and root beer, if you did mostly root beer and then just took some heavy cream and floated a layer of it on the top like a fancy cocktail.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what it would. Yeah,
I feel
that'd be
like that
good.
would kick ass.
Stupid question. How do they make cream soda?
Vanilla.
Just
Yeah.
vanilla though?
It's a vanilla soda
Mm-hmm.
with either some sort of thickener, probably maltodextrin or some shit.
Yeah, because I feel like that actually tastes kind of creamy. I mean, the vanilla definitely helps, but
That's actually why a lot of sodas are not vegan friendly because of the maltodextrin or the starch or whatever they use.
Yeah, like lactose sugars or maltodextrin.
Mhm.
Yeah, Smitty, your roommate's thing with the apple juice and milk. I mean, maybe
we gave
maybe
him
that was
ungodly amounts of shit for that. Literally from the time we found out till we graduated, and that was probably 3 years.
that just sounds
So-
like one of Coca-Cola Vio's flavors.
I tried it once, and I gotta say, it was awful. It was probably the most foul thing I've ever drank willingly.
Do you think it would have been? I feel like certain juices though would have been worse. It's like you imagine orange juice and milk.
Yeah, orange
Or
juice,
lemonade and
grapefruit
milk.
juice.
let's see. What if you did
Oh,
pineapple
lemonade!
juice?
It would
but,
curdle immediately.
but people,
Well, you're just making buttermilk then. If you got milk and lemonade,
Mike's hard milk.
Oh, fucking A, man. Don't do that.
Mike's hard lime milk.
Mike's hard lime milk.
God.
I would rather have some of my toes removed than drink that. You put me in Guantanamo. I'm not drinking that shit.
I'm fucking satisfied. Smitty, what you got?
My question is, this is a fucking joke ass question, but
So was mine, bud.
yeah, why the hell are chairs so expensive? You literally put your ass on it. And a follow up question: why the hell are toilets so expensive? You literally shit in there.
Have you? What's the price of a toilet these days? I've never bought a toilet.
I
Yeah.
haven't either.
Me either. What's the price of the chair you're talking
Let's go
about?
to Menards. How much is Menards selling toilets
Like,
for?
Shoot for the lowest, man. What's the economy toilet these days?
What's the lowest? Probably like a hole in the
Cheap
ground.
It's just a fucking coffee can.
It directs me to their 5-gallon buckets. Let's see here.
Dude, you still get 11% mail-in rebate on that.
No one mails in rebates, dude. That's such a fucking joke.
Dude, my dad goes and sorts through the garbage to
Wait,
get people's
2-piece
receipts.
toilet, 1-piece toilet. What's cheaper here? What is a 1-piece toilet versus a 2-piece toilet?
Well, one has one piece,
Oh,
The
damn,
other.
I guess I can't count, huh?
has two.
Let's see here. The cheapest one-piece toilets are $240.
Jesus, the cheapest.
Yeah, the cheapest.
That-
Let's see here.
I mean,
What
that-
about
that
the
actually-
two-piece toilets.
That's actually about what I expected.
Really?
I
For a
thought you
toilet.
could. I thought you get like a bottom tier for like 100, 150.
I was thinking
two-piece
one.
Yeah.
toilets. The cheapest two-piece toilet is $99.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah! That's
Does that
actually
change
not
your
a bad
mind,
deal.
Smitty?
What? Why are toilets so expensive? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, at this rate, I could
I
go out
guess
and buy
my
100
question
toilets.
is a farce, isn't it? My question is based on bad information. What's the most expensive toilet that Menards has? Hold on. Most
While you're
expensive.
pulling that up, I will say my wife and I just went to IKEA the other day, and the chairs are really fucking expensive there as well. As someone
Yeah.
who put together chairs from IKEA in 2018 for like $39 per chair, those same fucking chairs are now like $89 per chair.
Jesus. All right, so the most expensive two-piece toilet at Menards is $1,600.
What?
It's a
Does it have a
tankless
bidet
toilet
attached?
with an elongated bidet toilet seat. So I mean that makes sense. The one-piece toilets. What's the most expensive one-piece toilet?
1,600.
Yeah, we already
bucks,
established the one pieces by default more expensive.
Yeah. Let's see here. It's also $1,600.
Okay.
What the fuck's a macerating toilet? That's like one of the genres of toilets you can look into. A macerating toilet.
Macerating toilet?
Yeah. Well, it's like commercial toilets. How much does a urinal cost? Put a urinal in my house.
Is that a question? I'll
Huh?
say $3.99.
That sounds
kinda low.
pretty fair.
You think that's
you
low?
can get
$250.
the most expensive urinal you can buy at Menards is $600.
Is that a floor length one?
They don't sell those
No,
anymore,
it's like
man.
right off the floor. There's a flush-free urinal, which why would you just get that? Just get a hole in the ground instead.
Scott, when's the last time you used a floor-length urinal? I feel like I don't see those anymore.
Yeah, it's been a while.
When's the last time you guys pissed in a tub at a stadium?
When I went and saw
shit.
the Chicago Cubs in 2007-ish.
Well, we saw Foo Fighters a couple of years ago.
Oh, that's right. They still had them up at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wrigley Field, you could piss in troughs.
Is that a formative memory for you guys? The first time you had to do that?
Not really, but
Yeah, I would say
Well, like
formative.
I vividly remember the first time I ever had to piss in a trough.
it's
I
a
vaguely remember it.
it's a Louis C.K. bit, but he's like, you're like fucking dick level with all these adults pissing in the same tub, and all the splashback is going on your face because you're so much shorter. It's so fucking weird, man.
I will say one of the things that
Gross.
bugged me about the first time I went to Wrigley and pissed in the trough is the trough wasn't just a straight trough that was against the wall. It was essentially around like an island, and it circled around the island. So at a certain point, there was someone who took like the corner slot and was pissing into the trough, looking directly at everyone pissing horizontally and just seeing all the dicks at once.
That's
He knew what he was
weird.
doing.
That's really
So
weird.
my wiener was observed that day.
This is the last thing I'll quote from Menards, but the most expensive toilet you can buy there is a bidet, and it is $4,400.
Why?
Clean asshole, man.
Yeah, man.
Can you
Can't
put a price on
on
that,
good
Scott?
anal
Pampered
hygiene.
butthole.
Yeah, and it's not $4,000.
I
Jesus,
feel sorry for your asshole, bud.
You gonna
The
spend
rest of us got
$4,000 on your
$4,000
asshole?
toilets.
If I had $4,000 to burn, I would definitely, for sure, buy a really expensive luxury toilet from Menards. Got to get that rebate too.
Gotta get that rebate, 11%.
11%.
Yeah, chairs are expensive though.
Chairs are expensive, and the genesis of this question was me walking through Menards of all places, looking at the patio furniture, and being like, "God damn, why is a wicker chair like $180?"
Yo,
Yeah,
dude,
patio furniture's fucking
motherfucking
expensive.
Facebook Marketplace. Highly recommend it. I got secondhand patio set 4 chairs, all wicker, and a table with a wicker table with a glass cover. $99 for all of it.
Yeah, that'll be good for me to buy in the middle of the dead of winter.
Yeah, it will.
I got
I wasn't gonna do that
to
shit
on my
either,
patio.
dude. Whole fucking patio sets are like $700 on the cheap side.
Yeah, it's fucking bizarre.
When you said chairs, I thought you were talking about like recliners and sectionals. And I know
We can
that-
talk about that stuff too. That's just expensive as hell too.
Yeah, but Menards, the ones that I've seen at Menards are actually pretty cheap.
I mean,
thought you were talking
Menards
about, like,
isn't
dining
primarily
chairs.
a furniture store.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
feel
thought
like when it comes to furniture, it's like something that I'm willing to pay more money for because you're like sitting on it all the fucking time. You know, it's like buying a nicer bed or like nicer tires.
That is true, right? It's
Yeah.
like the question was phrased in such a way as like you just sit on it all the time, but the counter of that is you sit on it all the time.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's your ass, arguably one of the dirtiest parts of your body.
The free
Sitting on
market
it all the
knows that we love to sit on our asses, so they jack the
And be
price up on
comfy.
that shit.
Yeah. Well, the invisible hand of the free market should jerk me off.
I'm surprised it hasn't yet. Everyone knows
It
that there's a
might,
market
yeah.
for it.
I'm too poor
the
for
right
it to give a
price.
shit about me.
There's a market for jerking off Smitty.
There's
No
a market for
there's
jerking
not.
off. People love coming.
That's true.
It's weird that
love
coming hasn't been monetized more.
Just put that in a couch. Charge a shit ton for it.
Dave, you realize like pornography is like one of the biggest industries in the known universe, right?
Look, dude, you're talking to a guy who's literally never paid for anything pornographic in his life.
Oh yeah,
So I-
never pay for that shit.
Yeah,
You
no.
can get it free everywhere. Who
I
gives
just-
a shit?
Porn jerk you off though.
That's true.
You still have to do it. Like a
Well, if you want something done
Exactly.
right, you do it yourself.
That's a good point, actually.
I mean, there's JOI out there.
It's free.
It is free.
Hmm.
And sometimes like you can go to Google videos and obviously if you're smart you'll do it with incognito on, but you go to Google videos, you type in somebody's name if they have an OnlyFans, and sometimes you can find leaks that way. So
Mm.
I
Interesting.
don't
You don't
condone
even
that
pay for
because you're
that.
technically stealing from the creator, but also like who gives a shit?
Yeah, right. Smitty, you as an artist of all people should, you know,
Do OnlyFans?
yeah. Show that hole, dude.
Could you do
I'm-
that? Could you do like
Yeah, no.
a sketch only of you, like in different like erotic situations or something?
Holy shit, dude. You should open an OnlyFans, but just have it be like drawings of you.
Yeah, just like cartoon
my
My
million-
Smitty.
wiener in
overnight.
different positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You
Maybe
should
no.
fucking
I could
do it.
take like I could get like
pretzel?
little outfits for my wiener and just
Yeah.
take pictures of my wiener in different outfits. Like this one's a cowboy, this one's a race car driver.
Dude, you're gonna be so rich.
I think you should do
Novelty
drawings, man.
OnlyFans.
I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
That's actually super funny.
Yeah, but then I
buy
gotta
your
show the world
FR.
my wiener, and I'm not.
No,
I'm
dude,
not
you
ready for
draw
that.
no,
it.
draw it.
It's-
Cartoon Smitty all
Oh,
throughout.
Draw it. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's your drawings of yourself in all these various poses.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna be stick figures only. That's all I can do. Like that one Tony Baloney or whatever his face is.
Fuck that guy. Hate that fucking guy.
Smitty, honestly,
Holy shit,
you should do that, dude. You would get so much traction.
Bro, you
Like-
know I would not.
Yes,
like that's
you would. Like as
No.
a,
There's a,
As a
big,
niche-
there's a good
there
niche
are so
for
many
dick
there are so
drawings.
many ideas where people are like, oh,
Pants.
it's a really fucking good idea. You don't really take off. And it's like, no, it fucking won't, dog.
Yeah,
like I
because
don't know
you-
enough people.
no, you've seen
Case
our
in
corner
point, the
of
Important
Twitter.
Questions
It's,
podcast.
it's so stupid. Like our corner of Twitter is so stupid. They would fucking love shit like that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think they would,
see.
but I also think they wouldn't love it enough to actually pay for it.
That's
Right, that's
I
fucking
see where
true.
Smitty's coming from. I think
That's
it's a
true.
really funny idea,
Yeah,
and I think that there probably is a market out there to where it is successful, but it's probably a very, very, very steep hill before you get to the point where anyone catches any sort of notice to you doing it.
well, you can
well, and
get
also,
like.
doesn't OnlyFans take like a huge cut anyway?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
pretty sure
I don't
they
know. I don't have
do.
an OnlyFans.
If you got like memed hard enough, you'd be like the one redheaded dude that cleans like the casting couch and stuff and makes all
Ryan
those.
Creamer,
Yes.
Yeah.
he retired, dude.
Yeah,
Good
you
for
could do
him.
that and fucking retire.
Is Smitty the next Ryan Creamer?
Yeah. I don't know, man. That just seems like way too much work, too. I'm not
What,
and
drawing
like
your hole?
OnlyFans is like OnlyFans is just like yeah,
It's just a
right.
circle, man.
Yeah, it's just a circle with some like little spokes.
Hello, my name
color
is
it
Smitty's
brown.
Hole.
I draw dicks all the time, dude. It ain't hard.
Like OnlyFans is already like an oversaturated market. So
Yeah,
like,
but not
for
with what
dicks.
you're offering.
Not for dick drawings, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
not for
You'll be the
silly
guy.
drawings of you in funny sex situations.
I've had my commission picture up on my Twitter for like months now, and nobody has sent in requests for commissions. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be getting anywhere anytime soon with that shit.
Do you want to plug your Twitter right now, Smitty? Go ahead. Do it.
What is? Are we at the end of the podcast?
No, we still have our voicemail.
I'll wait. I'll wait till the end.
Oh, okay. It was an appropriate time, though.
I'll be courteous to our whoever the fuck sent our voicemail in.
It's at Punish Dr. Piss.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott.
Oh, also, I need to make a correction. I don't know if I corrected it last week, but when we talked about in the first episode the medical stuff, I believe the guy who came up with it was like at John_toilet_. There's like a second underscore there. I want to give the guy credit where credit's due. So
Thanks, John.
yeah,
Hell
thank you,
yeah.
John Toilet.
Are you satisfied, Smitty?
Sure, why not? Fuck it.
Good enough. So we have a voicemail here. First call into the show, and I need to give some background here, and this is why I'm saving it for the end. I don't want to dive too deeply into lore or personal stories or whatnot, because I always felt like it distracts from comedy shows. It's very hard to get into it when you don't actually know the people you're listening to, and you're just there for content. However, very quick backstory. The following voicemail comes from a dude named Bo. Bo knows us because the four of us previously had done a show together that Bo was a fan of, and Bo had followed our social medias all the way till the teaser points where we were making this show, and because of that, he has our voicemail line before we dropped any of these batches of episodes, and that's why he's submitted a call. That's the whole lore.
Thanks,
With
Dave.
that said, prepare yourselves. The following voicemail and question comes from Bo.
Oh, hey guys, it's Bo. How's it all going? You guys have missed a lot since you guys have taken your break and all that. Let's see. Got a new position at my job, so moving up. Yeah, started dating a girl. Woot woot, and then almost died. Was whitewater rafting, went on a rope swing, and didn't let go. Fell back into a tree, knocked myself out, and landed on a rock. Got life flighted to hospital.
Holy shit.
I'm all
Holy shit,
great
dude.
now, and I got a cool scar above my eye.
Nice.
So I don't know
That'll
when you
get
guys
you
will
pussy.
be playing this, but Valentine's Day is coming up, and I was telling my girlfriend about this movie called Cocaine Bear, which looks like the best movie ever in the world. So I was just wondering what animal would be the scariest on cocaine.
Definitely a bear.
Fuck, dude.
Thank you for
Thanks,
your
Bo.
question, Bo.
Oh yeah, thank you. Bear.
Also,
Cocaine Bear, by the way, I looked this up when I saw his voicemail. Apparently, it's the last, if not one of the last, movies with Ray Liotta in it. And it comes out later on in February, or maybe it's already released by the time this episode's out. I don't know. But it looks pretty cool.
Hippo.
ooh,
Oh, dude, can you imagine?
that'd be fucking terrifying.
I want to.
I couldn't even imagine getting that close to one of them when they're not on cocaine.
I know. They're like the deadliest animal in the world, right? Or is that polar bear?
They kill the most people, which is also weird because hippos
okay.
are not meat eaters, so they literally just
Like
hate
super-
people.
Territorial or something.
Yeah, they're super territorial. They'll fuck you up just because you're there.
Yeah, they killed
That,
more.
that seems like it can't be possibly true. Is it just like the mammal that kills the most, or the animal that kills the most?
Let's go to Google.
I feel like the animal that kills the most is probably like a fucking mosquito or some shit.
I think hippos are more deadly than Nile crocodiles. I think they've killed more.
Mosquitoes
would,
is definitely the one that killed the most humans.
Yeah, I just looked at mosquitoes are.
Hell yeah. Point for
Hippos are up
Dave.
there. Apparently, elephants are up there too. List
There's
of
a bug
deadliest
called the
animals to
assassin bug.
humans.
Fucking. What'd you say, Rico?
There's a bug called the assassin bug.
Oh, I was gonna say a chimp.
Also, this list. So number 1 is mosquitoes. Number 2 is humans, and it's a dude with a hoodie on, with his hood up, with a gun in his hand, pointing at the ground.
What color is the skin of the hand?
White.
Oh, nice, cool.
He looks like Eminem. A little bit.
Eminem, how could you?
Oh, okay. No, I zoomed in. He doesn't look like Eminem, but whatever. Post it in the chat.
Alright.
Thanks, dude.
It also I've got the
Wasn't expecting
Wikipedia
to
article
see
for
him
list
here.
of deadliest animals to humans, and it's probably where your list came from too, because this is mosquitoes and then humans. Then humans, it says humans, and then in parentheses homicides only.
Yeah, yeah.
So not like
So-
accidents, like car accidents and shit like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then snakes, dogs, tsetse flies, which is some sort of biting fly in tropical Africa. Assassin bugs, freshwater snails. What the fuck?
Oh, you know what? I've heard about that.
Really?
Are those the snails that like burrow into your brain or something? Hold on.
Yeah,
What is
like
this
they'll
nonsense?
like put parasites in your brain. I've heard people like getting that from like eating them and just swimming with them.
Jesus.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up. What about a gorilla on coke?
Gorilla
Fucking
on
rip their
coke.
face off, dude.
That'd be-
Any monkey on coke would be fucking nuts.
Yeah, it'd be terrifying.
Imagine a gorilla on coke with a shotgun.
I feel like he would use the shotgun as a blunt object because he's a
Yeah.
gorilla.
That, or
Yeah.
if it figured it out, it would without a doubt shoot its foot off. It
It wouldn't notice. It'd be high on cocaine.
They're a
And
danger
And that's
to
even more
themselves.
frightening.
Yeah. Oh God.
I read somewhere like you could put like several 9mm bullets into a gorilla's head and it would still be able to maul you. Just
Pistols,
because
too,
of
I've heard.
how thick their skull is.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
A pitbull on coke would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Kill
Or
a
on the
lot of
opposite
babies
end of
with
that, like a chihuahua on coke.
It would
Really
just
small
die.
fucking
Yeah,
dog.
the thing would just fucking shake.
It would just have a heart attack and die.
Not if you dosed
Can't
it
hang.
properly. Yo, I just want to point out here, if you read the synopsis of Cocaine Bear on Wikipedia, this bear goes fucking all in on this shit. It's inspired by apparently a true story of Cocaine Bear, an American black bear that ingested a duffel bag full of cocaine.
A duffel bag.
I've
A
seen this,
duffel bag.
and I always just thought it was a meme. And then, so when I saw the announcement for the movie, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding. But that's a lot of coke.
You don't measure things in duffel bags unless it's a lot.
So if you look at the true story, and thanks Wikipedia for linking me all these things conveniently, the real Cocaine Bear was a 175-pound bear. 175 pounds with a duffel bag of cocaine.
Dude, that's not even that big of a bear.
That's not that big of a bear.
No, but it was on coke.
This
Apparently
like
the
true story?
the real Cocaine Bear. So the movie's a horror movie. The actual Cocaine Bear just fucking died.
Yeah. I would say that.
And now he's
the bear in the
displayed at
movie
a
is
mall.
500 pounds.
They taxidermied the bear. He's at a fucking mall in Kentucky.
He's got a little hat on. I see
He
him.
has a fucking hat.
He's probably more cocaine than bear at this point.
I love that on the Wikipedia article it says the cocaine bear, also known as Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Why does he have a hat on? Oh my god, what the fuck?
Overdosed on cocaine.
I
Oh.
swear I saw like an extension of
bear.
that story that said that like after it ate the cocaine, it ran into like a farm or something and like did something weird. And I don't know if I'm confusing that with another story or not.
Bro, the total
according
amount
to
of
the
cocaine. The total amount of cocaine eaten was 75 pounds.
Jesus
Christ.
34 kilos.
It's more than half its own
Kilos,
weight.
kilos.
Fucking bulking up for winter.
Fuck. Valued
Why
at
is
$2 million. Holy shit.
Wow.
The crime scene, the crime lab guy, the doctor there, stated that its stomach was literally packed to the brim with cocaine.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Lucky.
Oh my god.
What do you think
think
was
he's
going through
having?
its fucking head?
I don't know. I don't fucking know, dog.
If only
The
I
most
could have been
important
in the
question
mind
ever
of that bear at that time.
Cocaine bear.
Probably a lot of business
Pablo
ideas.
Escobar.
Business ideas.
I think so Bo, to answer your question, I think any animal on cocaine would probably just fucking die.
There's bears in Russia that will like crack open old like fuel containers and like huff it to get high.
I remember
Oh, yeah,
reading
dude.
that.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see the videos of like a lot of those beach resorts in like either Mexico or Central America or whatever? The little tiny monkeys have learned to steal people's alcoholic drinks and get drunk off of it.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
And
It's
there's
amazing.
also like types of birds that will eat fruits that they know are fermented so they can get drunk. Like animal and like they're like sea creatures like dolphins and shit that will
Yeah.
like fuck with poisonous fish so they can get high off of it.
Can you imagine a goose high on cocaine? I feel like already mean as is.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty terrifying one.
That being said, their neck
Yeah.
is still just perfect size for the palm of your hand.
True.
I don't think that would make for as good of a movie, Rico.
Cocaine
Like
goose.
like
Dude, I don't
cocaine.
know. I think
cocaine
that's
bear.
a niche we could explore.
Cocaine bear kind of like comes off as a little bit terrifying enough to where you can make a thriller out of it. Cocaine goose sounds like it would be on par with like Sharknado.
Oh, that would be a comedy for sure.
Yeah.
What
Cocaine
about
goose.
cocaine snake
Cocaine
or cocaine bees?
Oh, fuck.
Bees! Not the cocaine bees!
Yeah, like so a drug dealer leaves like a duffel bag full of coke in the jungle, right? And a bunch of like African killer bees make a hive around it somehow.
as they do.
And
Yeah,
they're like, shit, we
and-
should pollinate this.
Yeah, they should pollinate this, and then they're all like coked up, and then their honey's probably
Yeah.
got coke in it too.
Oh,
But like
cocaine.
cocaine bees.
Oh man.
You should
I think
just
a
dump a bunch
moose
of
is
cocaine in the
dream
ocean
reality.
and see what happens.
I think a moose on cocaine would be just so
fuck.
ungodly terrifying.
Yeah, it would.
I've seen videos of moose getting hit by cars, and the car does not drive away, and the moose just walks it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty nuts.
Yeah.
You satisfied, Bo? I think he's satisfied.
Fucking better be.
If you like what you hear, go ahead and leave us a review on your podcast directory of choice. Means a lot to us if you can do that. Supports the show, and you don't even have to spend any money on it. But if you do want to spend money on it, there's a Patreon available too, patreon.com/theimportantquestions. You can join our select group of donors, including Bo, who is the original donor. Therefore, the whole class is called Boners. It's a mix of Bo and donors. So you can become a boner of the show. Donate to patreon.com/theimportantquestions. Unlock future bonus content to you and only the boner class. If you have a question of your own and you want your voicemail on the show, or if you are embarrassed of your voice and you just want to shoot us a text, we have a voicemail/texting line that is 708-433-9153. Submit your question to us because we would love to hear what it is. At Imp Questions PDC on Twitter, follow us there. r/Important Questions Pod on Reddit, and the Important Questions Podcast on Instagram as well. All the socials and stuff like that. Any other thoughts, boys?
I'm gonna piss my pants.
I'm gonna
Rico's
piss
got to
Rico's
piss
pants.
something bad. Scott also has to piss Rico's pants.
Rico's got to piss out all that milk.
I do. I do have
Piss
to do
his
that.
whole milk.
You boys enjoy your post-show glass of milk that I know we're all going to enjoy very well. I'm going to look at Vio and I'm going to see if I can't order it. And if I do, I'm gonna make sure everyone on the show knows how that is.
I'm going to continue scrolling Menards, dreaming of toilets. One of these days.
You guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time.
Peace.
See you later, boys.